Hey everyone, welcome back to BDG Reviews, and I have something special for you today. Today I'm reviewing this movie, The Fear Footage. Now, a bit of backstory on this, I had never heard of this movie. My buddy Corey had heard about it from someone he knew, and he told me, watch the trailer, I was really very impressed with what I saw. So, ordered a copy, put it on, and I'm gonna say this right now. This is the scariest movie of the past decade. I'll just let that settle for a bit there. This movie is genuinely terrifying. I'm at a point in my life now where I don't get scared of movies. I may jump at a scene, I might find something a little bit creepy, but that's pretty much it. Um, this movie starts tension building in the first minute and it continues right to the end 72 minutes, the whole thing, and it just builds and builds and builds. And there's some genuinely creepy ass scenes in here. Let me put it this way. There's one scene in this movie where I jumped and I literally went like, ah! I don't make noises when I'm watching movies. You know, I might jump a little bit, but then maybe giggle a bit. But this was genuinely terrifying. The plot of this, it follows this cop, and essentially he's called out to this road, and someone's called into the police and said, like, there's this house here, and this house was tore down like a year ago, but it's back, and they don't know what's going on, so they call out this cop, and he comes out, and he's investigating everything. Everything's found footage. It's shot through. The idea is it's like a body cam that he has on. So he goes into this house. He's looking around. While there, he finds a videotape in a VCR. So he pushes in. He presses play, and it's an anthology. There's, including the wraparound. There's four stories, and let me put it to you this way. When it comes to a rating, each story different. I go 9, 9, 8, 9. So take that for what you will. There are no weak stories in this anthology, and it's awesome. This is what like VHS could have been had every single segment been a masterpiece, and it's creepy as hell. The first story revolves around this kid. It's his birthday, and it's gonna be his birthday. Let's say that. And he looks out his window and he sees like this clown, just kind of standing outside, and it goes around that whole the creepy clown sightings and the happened a couple of years back, and it's really effective, really. The second story, this was the one that got an 8 from me. Um, it's these guys are going out and they're gonna chase like some storms, like storm chasers, and they're gonna film these storms or whatever. Along the way, though, they run over a dude, and then like this cult shows up. I'm gonna leave it there. That's what it is. It was creepy, but it didn't have the impact of the first one. But it was still like a high watermark. You can't go wrong with it. Oh man, it was just, yeah. The third one was you got this guy, and he's hearing noises in the woods behind his apartment. His wife or whatever thinks he's on drugs or whatever, so she leaves with their kid or whatever, and it's him like investigating these noises and everything. And then there's the wraparound with the cop and everything. He's in this house, and Oh man. If you see one horror movie this decade, make it the Fear Footage. This movie is it's a goddamn masterpiece. I'm saying it right now, this is an S-class film. So I'm putting this in line with, like, you know, Hellraiser, Halloween, you know, like Jaws, you know, all like the classics. This does it right, and it's awesome. Oh, I'm just gushing about this movie, but I love it. It is a certified masterpiece, honestly. And another cool thing about this is this was like a BDR. It was printed on demand from like the actual director. I'll leave the link down below if you want to get a copy. And what's neat is, like, that's the disc. You know, it's made just just like blood splatter type things on like a disc. It comes in a damn evidence bag, which is cool as hell. It comes with, a missing poster. And this is the coolest part of it. It comes with a letter. Essentially, the director of the movie writes himself into the narrative. I'm not going to go through it all, but he essentially makes himself a character in this narrative. So you get this Blu-ray. It comes from this director. It says his like name on the packaging when you get it. Then you get this letter inside it from the director, as if he's just, sending this footage out for people to see, and that's just kind of it. It's viral marketing at its best, honestly. It's awesome. No one is talking about this movie, and I don't understand it. This should be on everyone's lips. Honestly, this puts... hell, what was, like... I don't even know. I don't even know what I can put this in the same class as. I don't know. You have to see it for yourself. Buy this movie. Buy it. There are only two things wrong with this movie, and they're small gripes at the most. In the first story, there's a bit of like CG looking rain that looks a bit stupid. It's literally about like 8 seconds of the movie. And the other thing is, the tape that he finds has the Fear Footage written on the spine. I would have preferred it just to have been like a blank tape, or a tape with like a ripped spine or something. But that's just me. And those are nitpicks. But that doesn't take away S-class film. If you are a horror fan and you're thinking to yourself, like, oh, like all these remakes coming out, all these stories we've been told 100 times before, and there's nothing new. This is new. See it. You won't be disappointed. Goddamn masterpiece, honestly. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on it. Like I said, I'll leave a link below. I'll find the trailer and the link to buy the movie. Support this type of cinema, because this is what's going to lead to the next, hell, I don't know. This is going to lead to like the next John Carpenter, the next George Romero. This type of stuff is where you find the talent. So yeah, take that for what you will. That's it for now. See you next time.